Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Max. Max, say hello. Max. Max. It looks like a picture, doesn't it? Max, move. Why do all animals just freeze frame? Yeah. I was thinking about all the Egyptian thing and the stuff that I was talking about, the free electric and that, how the vibration hits the top of the pyramid, and the pyramid's an actual amplifier, and it would hit the top bit of metal that was in that box that's got the lid that's snapped off. So I would speculate that the crack in the lid is there because when the metal thing was removed, obviously with it vibrating, and it had to be fixed firmly to the pyramid for the whole thing to vibrate. So that's why I would speculate that it's gone. And I was just thinking about the whole Egyptian electric thing, if they did have it, and I just remembered there was another mystery that would kind of, to me, the only thing that could explain this mystery is if they did have vibration and electric, or a way of making things move with vibration, not just using vibration for electric, but actually using it to move the blocks, and really for lighting as well. Now there is a very strange hieroglyphic that's quite popular where it's got like a big cable going from something to something else, and the Egyptian is holding it. It's like a big, almost like a big tripod, but without the middle one. It's a big prong fork, something like that. And it's got like almost like a light bulb at the end. It's like a big thing, but it looks like a huge light bulb almost that he's holding, with a big elongated one, which is quite interesting. So yeah, the thing that made me want to come on and speak was, I remember there's this like what they describe as a tomb that they found, and it has these huge blocks of granite in, and as you walk in the tomb, to the right it's like a big passageway, and then to the right hand side there's these little rooms, almost like a prison, almost that sort of a layout, but the rooms are huge, and in the rooms there's these huge granite blocks, and with lids, I think. And again, no one really knows why they're there. and the other thing is, this is it. The entrance where the blocks have been clearly slid in, or pushed in. The entrance is only slightly bigger than the actual blocks. So it's almost like that game as a child, try and get the square into the square hole, So that on the documentary they were saying how there's two things to it that are interesting. The first one is, how did they get the blocks in? There was no room for like men to be around the blocks pushing them. It's only really at the front and at one side, isn't it? The front and the back, sorry. You could be pulling it somehow at the front and pushing at the back. But these blocks are huge. They're like I don't know, 3 times the size of these little bedrooms you get in the tiny house in the houses. The third bedroom, the box bedroom. They're almost like probably the size of 2 or 3 box bedrooms. And this is like probably solid or hollowed out granite. How would you get it all the way down the passage and then into the room? And of course there is no answer. No one knows. How would you get a huge block like that? And then the second mystery, they did it all in the dark. Yep, they did it all, however they did it with the blocks, for whatever reason, they did it all in the dark. And the reason they say that is because there's no burn marks from the torches. You would have had torches, you would have had a fire. There's no burn marks on the ceiling. There's no torch holders on the walls. There's nothing that would give any sort of illumination in there at all. It is completely dark, black, tight corridor. So, what would explain these blocks being in there where there's no room for anyone? They're too heavy, you know, they weigh like 15 tons each or something stupid. And somehow it was done in the dark because there's no burn marks and the ceiling's real low. You know, it's like that kids game, try and get the square through the square hole. It really is tight. Fascinating, isn't it? Has the cat moved yet? Or is he doing that Matrix thing again? He's alive. Yeah. So of course, the conclusion I'm coming to is, did they have electric and vibrational technology? You know, they use vibration to, let's say they use vibration to create some sort of electricity from the pyramids, pyramid shape being a natural amplifier. Also, the fact how the pyramid was matched up to the stars. I wonder if that has something to do with the amount of vibration you get. Like, you know, Stonehenge and these places. You know, again, Stonehenge, no one knows why it was built. Was it for some sort of vibration? You know, did they even say the stones have been moved around since? You know, a bit like the pyramid. Oh, get the metal thing out so no one knows what its function was. Get rid of the mercury at the bottom and the metal thing at the top, and you've just left with the stone skeleton, aren't you? I mean, even the outside of the pyramid's been removed. What was it? Was it gold? Was it something shiny? You know, what was it? Did it conduct the electric? Is that what the part that was electric and all you had to do was touch it, or you know, or get a feed from it? Was the whole thing a live wire? Hey, live wire. But yeah, fascinating. And of course, then you've got all these stone structures all over the world. If we're now saying, right, they're all something to do with vibration and frequency and electric, that could be why people back in the day made pilgrimages all the way, you know, miles and miles all the way to these stone structures. You know, that could be why, something to do with free energy or even healing. Does the vibration heal our bodies? You know, who knows? But yeah, fascinating, isn't it? There's definitely more to these stone structures than meets the eye. I mean, for instance, if you go back to the pyramid, that chamber, it's got granite. It's got a different type of rock around like where the plasterboard would be, almost, doesn't it? It's got like an interior layer of different type of rock, and then the other rock around it that the pyramid's built of is different. So again, if you're just going to build a random stone structure, why go to all the effort to put different types of rock in the, you know, in the nearby surrounding wall of the chamber? Why? You know, things are hard enough. Why get extra special rock as well? Same as Stonehenge. They were brought from miles away. Gone squeaky. Why were they brought from miles away? Why? Huge effort, no logistical, you know, real technology to do it all, or we don't think they have. So how did they do it? And then the final thing that's always caught my attention, and you'll probably, this is going to bug you now, every time you see some sort of an Egyptian thing, if it's on there. The Egyptians, they all, in the hieroglyphics, right, they always have a horseshoe in their hand, always. They've always got a horseshoe in one hand and something else in the other, but they've always got like a horseshoe shape, or essentially a bong, a vibrating tongue. Can't remember what they're called, but yeah, because I got one because I heard the Earth's natural frequency is 432, 432. So I got one. I can't remember what they're called, but you know what I mean. Bong. Yeah, 432 hertz. And I don't know, you know, I don't know if it's got healing properties, but you know, going along with the way I think, we all come from the same thing, and we're all made by the same person, and we're all on the earth. So everything, the way God works, everything is made to match up to each other, isn't it? Everything works in harmony. So why wouldn't we work in harmony with the earth? Is there certain places on the earth like Stonehenge or the location of the pyramids that are directly under those particular stars, you know, is that got something to do with the vibration that's received or the frequency, and therefore these old school power generators could somehow operate? I mean, obviously, like anything, there's going to be loads of missing components, isn't there? I mean, when I used to, as a kid, I used to go around these derelict buildings, these factories. I shouldn't have done it, obviously. I didn't realise about asbestos. I didn't realise that the reason they're left is because they've got asbestos in, so you shouldn't go in. No, I never realised that. I thought they were left there for me to and our mates to have fun. We used to go around setting up fire extinguishers. There's loads of offices, you know, just like took the paperwork about. Oh, we used to smash them big light bulbs as well. That was really bad because they got powdered mercury inside them big light bulbs, them long strip ones. Every time you smash one, you know that powder that comes out. Yeah, that's mercury, and mercury kills you up, and it fucks you up as well. It really does. You turn into like some Grinch, like your whole hands, everything just goes kind of like as if you're pretending to be like a little monster. You just, it messes you up, mate. Don't go near mercury. That's funny, isn't it? Mercury. So mercury's in our lights, but I'm also hypothesizing that it was used to create the used with the vibration to make it move to create electricity. Oh, here we go. Where's he going? What are you going to do now, Mr. Max? Good morning. Hello, mate. Mr. Max. Mr. Maxie Moo. Mr. Max. I love you. Oh, yes, I do love you. My darling little Mr. Maxie Moo. Mr. Max. Mr. Max. Mr. Max. Mr. Maxie Moo. Just can't get away from the camera like the paparazzi. Hey, he's not chasing you. Oh, Max, can you just look over here for a second? Picture. Max, could you look over here for a second? Picture. Oh, get that one in Vogue. $5 million. Oh, could you look over here, Mr. Max? Picture. So yeah, alright now, something different. Oh, here's Beth. Yeah, come on. Come say hello. Yeah. Good morning. You gonna say hello to your mate then, Mr. Max? He is your mate, isn't he? He is your mate. What's that? What is it? Well, let's change your bed, you smelly bugger. Well, you've got a smell of 1,000 times more than me. You know, so everything is going to smell more, isn't it? And you got a bigger nose than me. Yeah. Yeah, not really. You look cuter than me, though. Yeah, Beth Fox. How are you feeling? I love you too. Oh, she's not saying a lot today. Max, saying much? What do you reckon? Say something. Speak like a human. Go on. Do something incredible. It looks a bit cold outside. Oh dear. I got that on the ceiling as well. Look, I thought I'd put some like woods. I had it left over, this tapestry. I had this one, I had it left over. Like, it was woods. And I thought, if I put it like that, it almost looks like I'm laying down in the woods and looking up at the sky. So I've done that. So it's like an upside down. It should have been like that. Yeah, it should be like that. But obviously from my point of view, so look up. And yeah, it looks like you're looking up in the woods. Freaky, isn't it? Oh, it's scary in the woods. Oh, don't like it anymore. I wish I was somewhere tropical. Oh, that's better. Oh, I don't know. It looks a bit lonely. Looks a bit